Great. Now I want you to do very simple thing. Watch me and then you will repeat it and see how it feels. This exercise, it's so stupid and so effective that it can literally give the boost you need in the technique of the body of light. The final boost and final application which will totally block operation system of your mind, so it will simply give up in this battle and leave you in the body of the light. Try, after I finished, you will do this. Try to be still for 10 seconds, not doing anything. Keep your eye level, pick some dots so your eye visual don't mess around. Just keep your eye level in one place for 10 seconds. After, you will very slowly strengthen your muscle of your lips, like you want to make very little smile. This. You see what I'm doing? And you will see instantly increase in your attention. Your mind will change the way it's functioning, giving you small dosage of adrenaline and serotonin, like somebody tell you a joke and you starting to laugh. You will see that change of consciousness, which is automatic reaction, like automatic reaction when you see a nice looking girl naked, you get horny. If you have, when your wife, it's come to you, like my wife did a couple of years ago. Ne pričam ništa, bre, zezam se ovdje. She fall again from. This is spiritual. This is spiritual. Nothing to do with sex, real. This is a spiritual technique, special. So, automatic reaction. You get automatic horny because your eyes see something which is very interesting for your male, of course, with the female, the same thing. And you instantly sense the hormones in your body. I want you to do this and to see this change. It will be very subtle, but you will see the change of the enthusiasm, like I give you injection of some other part of the consciousness. It will automatically be released when you are doing the laugh. But not this. No, you need to do it almost like you don't want anybody to see it. Just with the muscle of the lips. This. Smile, not laugh. Not laugh, smile. Different type of enthusiasm and different type of body posture. So, try this. Be in sit. I will count to 10, and when I say smile, you just very little put your lips and see the change in the brain, which will give you automatically little change. You will not be happy for the rest of your life, but you will see the change. We will use this change. So, relax. With open eyes, don't close them. Watch one point. Smile. You see the difference? Totally incredible. I didn't tell you the joke, because there is no joke, but your mind give you something which he thought need to have, the boost of enthusiasm. Now, we are doing and implementing this stupid trick into the stupid technique which we are calling the body of light, which don't have anything to do with the body nor with the light. We are using this when you are inhaling and exhaling, and when you reach the state that from all touching sensations, you can rub your hands. Also, you will see in lucid dreaming, when you go to my channel, I talk everything how much tactile sensation it's crucial for lucid dreaming, not visual. It will simply be a beacon, a harbor, when your attention will hold against the power of the mind to return yourself to the body. But when you do this in that space of the body of light, smiling to your body, you will instantly get the boost of energy, but not in the body, but in the position where your mind think it is. So for your mind, it will be everything that you need to have: energy, enthusiasm, tactile sensations, visual cortex. Bam, you are there. It is a trick. Don't do this more than 15 to 20 minutes from the beginning. Don't think even a second that more time will help you to become more success in transfer of consciousness. For me, usually, even when I drive a motorbike, I can do this. When I imagine that I'm sitting on my back, holding my body and be the motorcycle number 2. And I still see the things from in front of me, but I am enjoying in view outside of me. Of course, it is not real. So don't think that you really can go somewhere and see real things. Remember, scrying, lucid dreaming, and astral projections from the very beginning have failure. Why? Because there is no out-of-body experience. It is inside the mind experience. There is no astral projection. You are not projection. You are just realizing yourself, but not in the astral. Astral, it's the star. It is here, deep inside. Totally wrong path. Like when you ask me, Dusan, where is the route to the Belgrade? And I say, this is, but the route is there. So we are misleading in spiritual directions, always looking somewhere where the final destination is usually just right behind us. This little help with smile can give you everything that you need for what we are calling body of the light. As soon as you become present there, and you will see, you will simply lose anything that your physical body and physical eyes giving you. Exactly like in the exercise with the telescope with the open eye. Try and you will see how wonderful it is. It is the same. It is the same. You will have the visual field from the physical eye, but your mind didn't focus on that. You will simply see with other eye, like the other eye in the telescope. The first thing, go out from the room as soon as you can. Never stay in one place with this exercise. Always need to be like a ghost. You need to be liquid in the visual artificial reality. Staying in one place will return you instantly. You need to change. You need to go down, left, right. Imagine that you are in a spaceship in some vacuum, which cannot be in the same place either for a moment. Like in the space, I don't know how to express. Like you are drunk. Changing, giving your eyes always new coordination, so your mind will not have chance to bring you back. Any information your mind will get from the body, he will use it to return you. Telephone ringing, scratching, the pain in the back. This is something which you need to fight. My way of doing this exercise, it's the best with the use of the chair that I show you, where simply you can be in the chair forever. Almost. Don't go and lie to the back, because your mind will soon think that you are ready for sleep, and instead to be becoming aware, you will go down and you will fall asleep without any control. You can try to choose the perfect position, but don't think that positions which are sitting and even standing are more difficult there than lying. Use sitting position without the help of the, I don't know the name, you see, because my body will be relaxed, which I don't need to be. I need higher awareness, not lower. Remember the last day when I don't know if you see me well. Remember last day, yesterday, when I talk about invocation of ghost with the shadow and the needle. Try to do this while you are in the body of light. First, invoke some spirit, and when you start to needle to have movement, do transfer of consciousness and see what is behind the back of your physical body while you are doing invocation of the ghost. You will see something which you will remember for the rest of your life. No matter how much you are capable and how much you read the books, you are not able, even a chance, to know what I'm speaking to you now. Try and see. You will change the whole perception of this art. It will help you to realize exactly what I'm speaking and I'm trying to fight. Our approach to the things, that we think that something that we are seeing is what we are observing, but in fact we are observing everything around us is a part of a mirror. Whenever we are looking at ourselves. But the mirror, it's not perfect. It's so destroyed that each way we look, we see a different picture, but a different picture of us, not of something which is outside of us. And again, I philosophy. So, there is one good trick you can use when you have much experience in this practice. You can use this when you make love with your lover, with your wife. Unfortunately, my wife don't have so much attention to me. Zajebavam se bre, koji ti kurac je. And you can use transfer of consciousness when you are reaching the orgasm, because this energy will boost you and give you more crystal vision, like everything before. It will be better than smiling, touching, and inhaling. It will give you, sometimes I really think that I'm not in the body of light. I really think that maybe somehow, and you will see your consciousness will change, like in lucid dream. You will never be certain that either you are in the physical body or in the body of light. And sometimes I need to check. The favorite check is to try to breathe through the break nostrils. In false reality, when you break the nose, you can breathe because you don't have lungs there. Here, there is no way because I stopped and there is no way I can take the air. In lucid dreaming, whenever you think that maybe you are in dream or not, do the reality check with the nostrils and you will know instantly. If you can breathe, you are in a dream. So, use this simple exercise and little things. Don't ask me tomorrow, please. Don't write me emails what you will see behind your physical back when you are doing. What it is so magnificent, because I will not tell you. I want you to see for yourself. It is something which maybe will be most important part of your life. Much magnificent and much important than success in all these techniques itself. This is everything that I need to speak about the body of light. It has billions little details which we can use, but we don't have time for it. This webinar, it's something from all, but in fact nothing generally, because when we reach a point of roof instructions, we need to change the subject because we don't have enough time. Sometimes in future, if we are seeing each other in live, we can take any of these subjects so we can study it so hard, like, in university, to be perfect. It has lots of different levels, some difficult parts to understand at all, but for me, it is not my job now to go to these levels. I need just to cover the surface so we can be cleared around the globe. What is beneath ours and upper, it is sometimes, it will be the subject of some future talking, but it is for me everything that we need to know for the success of the body of light. You can find on my blog exactly everything that I talk with much more detail. I wrote a book about lucid dreams, scrying, and the astral projection. You can find everything for free in my blog. The book is a little bit more, nice words and the additional tips and tricks, but everything that really you need to read, everything is free and everything is on the blog. So if you want to get deeper, read an article about lucid dreaming, about the scrying, and about the body of light. I think I have the article calling the body of light technique with everything very, very in detailed without my bad English. This is about the body of light. Now I think we need to talk about the second way which you can use awake projection, which is not part of the body of light techniques itself. It is something between scrying, lucid dreaming, and body of light technique, and of course it is very easy. I like this sentence, very easy, because indeed life, it's very easy when you start to living it. When you don't living it, it's very hard, of course. Everything you need to do is to sit still in your asana without movement, 10 to 15 minutes until you change the awareness. This exercise we are doing with the closed eyes. Now what I want from you is not to observe the blackness of the closed eye with your pupils widening. I want you to watch yourself before, like you want to look on the tip of your nose, but not down in the level of the eyes. Like you want to focus on something, and you will see it will be very hard for eye muscles. You will sense that the eye muscles are very stretched and very, I don't know the word in English, but very, very tight, because the focus will be very close. No matter how, you will find it very difficult to keep the focus before you. Keep it for a couple of minutes. Very soon, your eyes will lose, your muscle will lose strength, and you will get something which is called, I don't know in English, but defocusing. Your attention will simply saw everything like in three-dimensional world, and you will feel and see that between you and the focus point there is a huge distance of void, and everything around you will transform. It is very hard to describe, but it is very easy to see in practice. It will be in three-dimensional. All that blackness will become, and you will felt the depths between you and that blackness. It will be not blackness here, it will be blackness all around you. Automatically your mind will change. Automatically. Maybe even for me, usually after a minute or two of seeing in that way. And usually your sense of the body will change dramatically. You will sense, like in asana, that you sleep or that you are on side, or you will even lose the sense of your legs. You will be the point inside of the skull which is surrounded by darkness. Everything that you need to do now is just imagining that you want to fall, but not fast. Like, you know, the swimming competition of jumps from the high, they are falling slow, and just release yourself into the darkness. Eventually you will reach the point that you will fall in the blackness, and then everything will be the same as in lucid dream. I don't want to repeat that, because everything you have on the YouTube channel when I speak about the void and about the whole lucid dream procedures, I think maybe more than 10 hours of step by step, you will see very clearly without problems what to do and how to dwell in that blackness. It sometimes took some time to realize, but it is most important when you start to focus the point which is at the top of your closed eyelids. You will sense eye strain, eye muscle becoming very weak, but keep it watching that focus point, and you will eventually, very fast, not more than 2-3 minutes, you will see that everything become three-dimensional, and your mind will react to that and cut off information from your body. It will be very fast. For me, from the moment that I sit until the moment that I fall into the void, usually not more than, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes totally. But you can do this anytime in the day, especially to see this wonderful three-dimensional. It is just trick of your mind. It is biological. The focusing, and it is very nice to be in that space because your mind will change awareness and you will get a trance. But if you want to fully separate, you need to do this early in the morning. Early in the morning. Never, ever do astral projections or anything to do with spirituality before sleep. Never. It is, for spirituality, it is like trying to have intercourse without erection. Simply biologically impossible. Your mind setup, your hormones in the brain, it's dedicated for totally different path, different case and scenario of your reality, which are coming to go into the REM state and the dreaming. You will not have any chance. I know that the night it's motivational, that it is very romantic, you are burning incense sticks, but it is like expecting to run the marathon after the running 100 meters. You will be simply out of shape. You can do it, but will you success it? I doubt. Try it. Keep your alarm to wake you 1 hour before you usually get up. Every ritual, every meditations, everything that you are doing, try to do in that time. You will see how much different your mind will be. You will be in a special position, warming up for final marathon. You will be ready with the body and the mind to do something which simply it's very hard to achieve when it is done before the sleep. Now, I don't want you to get used to do exercise only in one period. We need to train ourselves to do in any outcome, in any position. You need to do the ritual of Pentagram even in metro. There is nobody stopping you to imagine that you are in some other space, or imagine yourself that you are standing there doing the ritual itself. One of the best help for the body of light technique is when you imagine your body of light before you. Now imagine that he is doing or she doing the ritual and you are watching and enjoying, like dramatic theater. Usually, not always, spontaneous astral projections, which will automatically give you insight of that body, will occur. Also, try to do the ritual of the pentagram with the body of light from that position, because pentagrams and vibrating the names will also use as attack of your mind, so it will do as same as the tactile and smile and everything that we speak about earlier. So always try to incorporate the practice that you are doing already, but in another way, another form. And you will see one brilliant field of possibilities to do the real magic. Not because it is real, but because it is alive. It has energy. It is like a day, sunny day after the rain. It is the same day, but you will feel much more politely, much more pleasantly. This is the way we need to approach to our holy art, with always new ideas, fresh energy. Sometimes you are wrong, sometimes you will get success, but never be bored, never stagnate, never doing something because of a training. No, do by doing, not by practicing. It is totally different thing. God, I hope you understand me, because my English it's in a level that I don't understand myself. So, the next we are doing is scrying. Scrying is a topic which also it's very, very wide. The mechanism and everything I already put in the blog and on YouTube on the last webinar, so I will not waste much more of your time for something which is so detailed. You can watch it, it is free on the webinar. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the English. Thanks, I'm trying. This webinar for me, it's a perfect exercise for speaking English. Sometimes I miss the grammar, but I think that you can follow my thoughts properly, so you understand what I want to speak. You know, it's sometimes very, very difficult when we are speaking about philosophical situations. Even in my language, I will not know how to express myself. Scrying. Also, I will just show my things that I have for scry. Most of you who went to my webinar know this part, but okay, I will just repeat it so you can see what is the mechanism which will bring you success in the scrying. Again, from the full awakeness until the vision appeared, vision which will be real as this, 20 minutes, not more. If you are doing a half an hour without anything happening, drop off, break, go outside and try tomorrow. So, 20 minutes. Don't seek hours of totally wasting time. If you are not rich by 20 minutes, that means that the mechanism of projection is simply not turned on, and you want to ignition your engine without the gasoline. You need to have proper mechanism, which I try to explain in this short period of time. Usually people make mistake about choosing the object for scrying. Crystal balls, crystals, little crystals, magical mirrors, sigils, symbols, whatever people can think about it. Usually it is the first weak point for their failure, because the object itself has something which will completely destroy the chance of success in scrying. Now, I will show you when I was in puberty and when I was kid, and this is something which my daughters are using very, very successfully, and I have some other, but they are all around our apartment, because I cannot teach them to return things on their own place, but okay, they're kids. This is one of the first crystal ball that I have. It is not crystal. It is from the glass and full of, you know, you see the broken things inside of this. Very interesting, very good shape and very good dimensions, but has something which totally fucked chance for success. Then this was, I get this from, I don't remember who gave me, I think my ex-girlfriend bought me. Very nice, but I didn't have any success with this, as I didn't have any success with my ex-girlfriend, so the failure was complete. This was very nice. In that time I thought that it is matter of shape and the energy and the angels, all bullshit that you can fool yourself. I bought this on the market in my town when they are selling second-hand things. I think it is a part of the lights, you know, light bulb, but I use it for the scrying. Also very very wrong. I hardly have any success with it. Then I thought that maybe the size it's matter. What my wife always complain about my size, but that's it. I cannot change myself. This is the balls I bought. Beautiful, perfect, real crystal ball. My daughter liked this very much. She had success because she's still a child, but of course very soon she will lose possibility, because now I will speak about what is important to realize. This is something which give me success, full success, and this is something which I am still using for scrying. This. Usually when I go to some traveling, I bring this with me because it can be in my pocket. It's very like, it is like you know, the playing, the children playing, I don't know the name we call clickers, playing with the crystal balls and marbles, and that's it. So I show you the balls that work and the balls that don't work. Did you realize the difference? What is the difference between the balls that I show you and the balls that give me success? Very, very simple. Dark ones, not bright ones. Now we are going with the story and with the part. Just I need to keep this from my children. If it stays on my table, I will lose it. Okay. Now, when you go out and when you look on the sun, when you adore the beautiful day in Copacabana, saying that the life is beautiful, surrounded by good weather and good people, good girls, what is happening in your brain? Well, I don't know what is happening in your brain, depending that you are a normal person or you are an idiot. But the chemicals of your brain and physiological part of the eye react to the light, building serotonin, adrenaline, and some other hormones which keep you awake. Keep you awake. There is a strong, very important discovery when people trying, 3 doctors get the highest prize for that, discovering that the natural state of the human brain is sleeping, not awaking. Our brain keep our attention artificially by bombing neutrons on the cortex of our brain. When it stops to do that, you are feeling sleepy and you are going to the dream. Now, there is so important story about this. It is so long, but you can find it on a YouTube channel for lucid dreaming. I speak a lot. It took maybe 2 hours, which is not so much important for the practice. What is important for the practice? When you look something which is bright, your eye pupils become smaller because your eyes and mind take care that the light cannot harm you. What is showing when you are going in the night, staying a long time? Shit. I need to put this. So when it is night, your eye pupils are widening because your eye need a lot of light so it can see where you are. It is the same with the telescope. It is not a matter how much hard lenses will be. No. It is a problem because as long as you have a bigger object, you will not be brighter. You need to attract whole light that you can, so that object be enough bright to see it. So, when you are observing a crystal ball, you need, this is what usually I'm using. This is the cap from the microphone, stopping from spitting. The best scrying help because it is glossy, it don't reflect any lights, and it is black. I am using this. I used this last evening for my Enochian work. So, what is the mechanism? Very simple. You need to stare at the object, but without blinking. Blinking is something which killing any chance for scrying. Just like you have 15 days of preparation of body of the light technique, we will have 15 days of preparation for scrying. You will take a pencil, you will observe a pencil top without blinking. 2 minutes for the first time, up to 5 minutes when you reach, and it will be painful. In the beginning, your eyes will give you a tears. No matter how difficult it will be, don't blink. Try to hold as much as you can. It will be painful, it will be unpleasant, but if you keep your eyes without blinking, you will reach a point after 10 days, 15 days, that you can observe one object without blinking. Even if the scrying is not the goal for this, it is such a good thing for the eye mechanism, because eye, it's not only what we are seeing. Eye, it's complex mechanism which rests in the skull, surrounded by billions of very subtle and very nice channels, eye channels, which are full of dirt, which are full of bad things, and you are now provoking by tearing so that channels can be cleared. Whenever you blink, you reset, like in the reverse blinking exercise in the nature. your mind do that not because you want to get picture clear. Of course it is in the most time, but usually you are doing this because of your neurosis. When you are feeling feared, you are doing this. If you have neurotic in you, you will have a tics. You will see this is not conditioned by simple eye trying to wash yourself, but it is something which your brain need to have as a neurotic expression, which is part of psychological nature, not physiological. So this exercise, it's very good for calming and for the eye channels and cleaning all that mechanism which you are using for hours, sitting before the monitor, watching video games, playing, using in a bad situation, so you will recover and give your eye muscle so good training. After 2 weeks, no more, when you will be able to see the object before you without blinking for 5 to 10 minutes, let me say 5, you are ready for scrying. Now, the most important thing in scrying, when you are observing crystal ball, it's not the crystal ball at all. It is your peripheral vision which will be the doors to the other world. Go outside in the night and observe stellar sky. Try to find pale star, very, very low bright, and try to watch that star directly. You will very, very hard be able to perceive it. But when you move your sight, keeping attention, you will see in the peripheral vision that this star is more bright than if you focus on it. Because our peripheral vision attracts more light. Formula drivers need this trick and know this trick very well. What they are doing, you know, when they are racing, their semaphore, the light semaphore, light switches above their head. The champions never look directly in the light of the semaphore. They are looking before on the wheel, on the top of the wheel. So the light of semaphore will be in peripheral visions. Their reactions, and in the level of championship, it is a couple of thousandths the part of seconds. They will react more promptly than if you are looking directly on the light switch of semaphore. This is just a little trick showing how peripheral vision it's more connected to our attention. So you are going to do scrying exercise. First, never do this with the light reflecting directly on the object. You don't need to have any light like this because it will bomb your attention. It will stopping you for your peripheral vision to take sight. You need to have black, matte, not glossy, and using the light not directly in front of you. People sometimes take candles which is totally totally opposite of what we need to have. Take candles in the corners of rooms so you can have very dim light, very ambiental light, but without direct source on the object. Now, look, keep your visual field without blinking. You will see all around you. Even now, the peripheral vision, it's not made from contours like when you see me. It is made from color, almost like some purple, green, blue color, which after it there is nothing. There is out of your reach of your visual field. Now, when you start to look directly, very soon you will see that this circle around you will start to get more darker. The color will start to eat the visual field more and more. But always, as soon as it starts to cover your field like some, I don't know, spider web, it will be literally like spider web, you will be so amazed that it will return. Whenever you felt enthusiasm and expectation about it, it will return. So you need to be calm and just continue. Each second, each minute, the visual field will be covered by the same blackness. In one moment, you will have your open eyes, but see the blackness as you are watching your closed eyelids. It will be for a second, because you will be so amazed that you will be returned for the normal visual field, continuing to watching the dark crystal ball. It is beginning of success. Now I want you to do a real experiment about the scrying. I want you to show you what is looking when you're having a scrying visions. Those who was a part of my previous webinars know this trick, but okay, for those who are not here to do that, we will do it. And I will show you exactly what it means to have open eyes, like in the body of the light techniques, without seeing anything. Observing and seeing, it's not the same thing. Something that you see, you don't perceive. And opposite. Something that you do not perceive, you see. When car hits somebody after that event, when police ask, what happened? Most people will say, but I didn't see the car. And car hit him directly before, because his attention was somewhere else. Exactly the mechanism of what we need in the body of light. 5 minutes break, and we will have our first scrying, trying to show you how easy and natural, not mystical, but natural, the mechanism is. 5 minutes and back.